Gatekeeping, yeah, Memphis, I'm back at it. Niggas notice the difference, just more chrome, Prezi, no stones. The mic is hot, the vibe is real, and Roc Solid Podcast is powered by D'USSÉ Cognac, the official drink of the culture. Cheers. Yeah, y'all, we back with another episode of this Roc Solid, and like I told you before, if you see anybody on this platform, it means one thing, they super solid. And you know, my guy to my left, one of the illest producers that ever step in the studio, one of the illest niggas that I feel like in the game I could call my bro, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's an honor to even work with these kind of guys because only the legends get the heat from them. Guys on my level don't really get that much heat from them. But the legends, they get the heat. So it's an honor to have my brother Bink, the motherfucking humble monster in the building. What's up, my brother?
What's up, Bleek? Can't
How
call
you
it?
been, my G?
And laying low, staying out the way.
Nah, man, we don't need you laying low, staying out the way. We need you back. We need you back with the MPC in the studio.
Oh, no, that's always, you know.
Yeah, man, like, yo, I always wanted to know, this is a personal interview. This ain't for nobody else. The fans, they gonna like it if they like it, but this is for me, because I want to just get the science and the knowledge behind what make you, you. Like, so let's go back to the beginning. What made Bink fall in love with music to even feel like, yo, I want to do that?
You know what's funny, bro? Like, the entire time I was in school or high school, that was never my dream.
No way.
Ever. I was a regular country nigga. I wanted to be a longshoreman, merchant seaman.
Get out of
here.
here.
Work in the railroad. Regular, you know, try to get a job at the shipyard. Regular country nigga shit. Because that's the guys you seen get money. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Legally. You know what I'm saying? They was the ones getting to the money. Yeah. So I was never, you know, aspiring to be a hip-hop producer. But I was always into music. You know what I'm saying? My mom, you know, shout out to my mom. My mom had me playing drums in church when I was 8 until I was probably about 14.
That's where the best ones get it from, church.
That part.
Right? The legends come out of church. Damn, I should have went back.
So that's how it started, you know what I'm saying? And then once, you know, when hip-hop came out, you gotta understand, I'm 53. Hip-hop is 53.
God bless, my brother.
You know what I'm saying? So I pretty much grew up with hip-hop.
Yeah,
and the culture just took me over. Like, I was just all in with the hip-hop shit. Like, as far as break dancing and all that. Like, I was like... You know what I'm saying? Like, I was in there. Like, I was trying to do all that.
Yo, you wasn't on. You had the cardboard on the block?
With the boombox.
Yo, that was the vibe. Trying to spin on your head. Pause.
Putting your D batteries in the freezer overnight, trying to get them joints back.
Yo, my G, chill. The freezer, the batteries was classic. I don't know who put that room in the hood. That you freeze them and it worked though a little something.
You know what the secret was though, right?
What?
You had to turn the bass knob down.
See, that's that producer shit.
Yeah, because the more you had the bass up, the more it would drag.
Yeah.
You turn the bass knob down, it'll start playing back fast again. So like,
yo.
That shit take your battery. The bass took your batteries out, so you had to take the bass out.
Yo, these kids don't know nothing about batteries in the radio.
What's the oil? Never.
They
remote control car, maybe.
That's it. They probably don't even know about that, man.
They still out. They still got a hobby car. I got like 3 of them joints.
Yeah, but these kids don't play.
No,
they drill. They don't play. When you seen the last time you seen a remote control car? Remember, you used to have to hop out and be like, oh shit, look out, Shorty got the car spinning through. When the last time you jumped out the way for a remote control car? That shit probably was 92, my nigga.
That's too early.
95 the latest.
No, I'm gonna go 80, 88.
No,
88.
Shit.
Last time I seen somebody like really like going hard with them joints, like kid-wise.
Remote control cars was the vibe, my nigga. That was part of hip-hop. Fuck that.
But you had levels.
So what was the first beat you made, like, that you made for somebody, like, your first time when you like, man, this is it. This shit could be it.
Listen, shout out to my man Chris Perry. We had a group back in the day. And the first record I went to the studio with was actually the DeBarge One More Chance sample.
No way.
I know how to produce. I just went to the studio like, yo, I need you to loop this part. And you got some drums, and the nigga drums was whack as shit, but I picked some drums and tried to put some drums on it, but that's the loop I had.
And you just was piecing it together?
You know, back then, you know, when people was doing beats, for the most part, they were just going to the studio with the records.
Yeah.
And they would put the record on, they'll know what section they want. They'll just tell the engineer like, yo, from right here, I want you to loop it from right here to right there, and then we just piece that shit together.
And then
So
I remember the SP. You had an SP?
No, I started with the ASR 10.
Mm.
Everybody from Virginia did.
Yeah.
Pharrell, Notch, Chad.
Yeah. What part
Timberland.
of VA you from?
I'm from Norfolk. I'm from Norfolk.
They trapping in North, cut. They trapping out there, cut.
Norfolk
ain't fucking playing fair.
At all.
Yo, back in the day, that shit was, man.
Always lit.
Like, always. Newport News, the beach,
Bad News.
Norfolk, Hampton.
7 cities.
Yo, my G, I had some of the best times. I know growing up out there that, like you said, Timbo, Pharrell, fucking, y'all got Genuine, Missy. If I'm still, like...
My Genuine from D.C.
Fucking,
with Missy, Danger Hands, Lex Luger.
Fucking, Trey
Chris
Songz.
Brown. Yeah, Chris Brown.
Chris Brown. Like, VA put some shit on the map, boy. Like,
then don't get into sports. We ain't gonna go there on you, you know.
Yo,
we ain't gonna do that.
Y'all ain't got no team. We ain't gotta do that.
We ain't got a team, but we got the guys that made a team. You know what I'm saying?
He like, we make y'all teams.
That
nigga.
part.
That's what we do.
That
we
part.
build y'all
Game
niggas
changer.
teams. And they come back home with the rings, cuz.
That part.
I love it. That's what's up, man.
They won't get us no team though for some reason. Shit crazy.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, word, that's crazy.
They don't want that type of traffic at the crib. You gotta understand what type of money that generates when you have an arena. What type of traffic. You know what I'm saying?
I would think that's what they would want.
They like their town quiet.
That's crazy, man. But yeah, y'all produce some fucking major heavy hitters in the game just to be even amongst your name even mentioned with them, man. How that feel to be a guy from Virginia making noise like that?
You know what's crazy? Because that's, you know, it's a conversation I've been having recently on Instagram just about trying to do things your way. You know what I'm saying? All of us live within 15 minutes of each other, but none of us sound alike.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
So just
That's
think about
dope.
that for a second.
Yeah.
We all hang around each other. We all live in the same town. And nobody sound like nobody.
That was hip hop.
That's
That was
my
hip hop.
point.
You
know what I'm
couldn't
saying?
sound like somebody.
So, you know, I think Virginia is pretty much, that's our stamp. Because Missy, how do you put a name on what she was doing? You know, nobody was doing what she was doing.
Nah, man. I feel like Missy revolutionized what Busta was doing.
That part.
Like, she took it.
From a girl perspective.
Yeah, she took it
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
to the next level.
But even more risky.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even taking more chances, like musically, you know what I'm saying? So I learned a lot from her working with her. So that was like one of my highlights in my career was working with her for like that 1 or 2 months that we worked.
You produced some joints for Missy before?
Fuck yeah, we did records for other people. Like we did Tamir together, we did Total. We did Any Given Sunday soundtrack together. You know what I'm saying? So we did a few things.
See, like I said when you walked in, assassin. It's certain, like I always said, right? It's two type of people, and when it come down to producers, I always say it's beat makers, and then there's producers.
For sure.
It's niggas who make beats. That's like, yeah, I send you 100 beats, and they want you to pick the best beats. It's like, my nigga, that's your job.
I mean, but that's the disconnect with artists now. See, artists today think when you send them the beat, you just need to get the fuck out of the way, and they just go do what they do. And then you hear your beat again, you hear people singing, keys on it. Like, who the fuck
shit up.
Like, what is this, right?
Yep.
So they just don't see the importance of allowing somebody to produce the record fully from top to bottom.
Right.
Like, they don't understand how the Rulers Back sounded at first, opposed to after the mix or all that shit. You know what I'm
I ain't
saying?
gonna front, man. You gave Hov some of his best beats. Like, the world, everybody critically acclaimed. Of course, they gonna say Just, Kanye.
He had volume though. Just got volume.
And Kanye, but you gave Jay the ones that play to this day. I feel like between you, God rest his soul, Irv Gotti, y'all gave Hov the ones that stuck.
It was I think it was a 5. Like Hov had a real fever of producers like Tim, Pharrell, myself, Just, Irv. So that's like,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
He had Clark, rest in peace, Ski.
So we gotta say like
a
strong 10, like a strong 10-piece that he should go to.
Man, y'all boys is putting up some numbers, man. Like, you did so many classics, The Rulers Back, man. Like, think 900 Hustler, You, Me, Him, and Her. Like, I remember that a lot of people don't even know that you produced the joint with me and Rihanna.
A lot of people know that was Rihanna's first time ever being on a record.
I know. And
how about that?
But I'm gonna tell you this, you probably don't even remember this story. You remember playing the beat for me? And I was like, nah, I don't like that beat. I don't think that one for me. And you was like, and this is why I say it's a difference between beat makers and producers.
Right.
Because you looked at me like, that same look, like, all right, came back with the hook on it. Like, yeah, and Jay, you and Jay was in the studio, like, yeah, this the new girl they signed, Rihanna, man, listen to it now. Played with the hook. I'm like, it's it now.
Gone. Which is the same sample from All I Need, mind you.
That's crazy.
Same record.
I never even knew that.
Same record, different section.
That's what I was saying before when I was like, yo, I got drama with y'all producers. Because producers be looping shit and y'all never tell the artist where you got the loop from.
Not until afterwards. Yeah, I'll tell you later. But
yeah,
not before.
That I feel like you should know before because you might listen. I'm the same way you listen to the song and got that little piece. It was like, ooh, I might listen to the lyrics and be like, that's a hook. Or this a bridge.
Right, the whole song. Just,
you know what I'm saying? So you could piece it together and really make it a marriage. That's what I feel like from my perspective. For sure. Just me. I don't know if other
But see, most people don't want to dig beyond that. See, that's you going, that's extra. That's like taking 1,000 shots before the game. You know what I mean? That's that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, most
but
people
I wanted to research because years later, like, I remember me and my guy Puzo, we in the car. And he didn't know, and I didn't know, that In My Lifetime was a sample from, what joint was that? In My Lifetime. Look that up. In My Life. That's from It's Been Heartache and Pain in My Life. The Foreigners.
Okay.
And the record came on the radio, bro. And first of all, blew me and his mind away. Like, I'm like, nigga, this is my record. I had this record for 20 years and didn't know it came from this.
That part.
Like, and that's why I say, like, I probably would have something else in the verse or something that reflected or, you know, wrote the song about what that was about or something. So
just gave you something.
Yeah, some inspiration to write to.
Yeah.
Like, and you was always like, this is why I want to know what it's like working with other artists, because one beat that you made that I always felt like, he ain't play that one for me.
Oh. Which one is that?
Cheeks joint.
No, the reason why, it's a story behind that, though. Now, there's a story behind that. Remember I had that group, Non-Brigade.
Yeah.
In Philly. That was one of their singles. Yeah, I understand. That was one of their singles, and All I Need beat was their other single.
Hope so. Damn, Mr. Cheeks was out here sniping niggas too. They say Hov was sniping. We ain't know Mr. Cheeks was sniping too.
Unfortunately, like the start of the group, Q Don, he got murdered.
Oh shit! Damn,
it was mixing, so the album never actually came out. So, but hip hop was trying to buy All I Need the entire time. From the first day I played it for him, he was like, "Yo," and I was like, "The more you ask me for this record, the more I know I need to hold this bitch."
That's right.
Because you keep coming at me, so I know I got something.
Gotta raise the stock.
I ain't raising no stock. I'm not giving it to you. I'm keeping this, for my niggas, because I know this gonna blow them out the water. Because you want it real bad, so I know this is a great record.
Yo, hip hop was an ill A&R. You know he never A&R nothing for me. He never gave me one beat.
Never.
Not
even by accident.
Nope. That's my nigga. We smoke mad weed, play mad games, talk mad shit, and he'll walk right in that room and give Beans and Jay the heat. I had Lenny S. That was it.
See, that's why you got to go
G.
pull
Roberson,
up. But you see you caught on, so you start pulling up at the crib.
Yo.
You caught on. You like, see, you know what?
I would tell niggas, you was futuristic, because I was still on the come up back then. That's when y'all producers was getting $100,000 a beat. These niggas was charging through the roof. I come to this nigga Bink crib. This nigga was doing the whole ceiling over in some moon texture. This nigga looked at me and said, yeah, 5,000 for the texture just on the ceiling, Bleek. I'm looking at this nigga like, 5,000 for the ceiling. How much for the beat?
How much for the beat? 150,000.
Yo, you was on next level. The studio at the crib was fire, bro.
That's why nobody saw me on the Kanye documentary, because I was always at the crib. I ain't really hang a baseline like that.
Yeah,
once I finished,
and then it got too crowded.
Super,
it got crowded. I ain't gonna front.
It was too much traffic for me, so I took it back over the water.
Mm-hmm.
That was better.
You never been in baseline for keeping. You didn't have to, but you ever just came to just observe a Keep It Real Wednesday session?
You remember the day I played my beats for Blueprint was that night.
Yo, that was the first Keep It Real Wednesday.
It wasn't the first one. The night I came, I'm about to fuck you up. The night I came, everybody was in the A room.
Yes.
He had everybody over that night. I think Q-Tip had just did Girls for him early that day or some shit like that.
Yes.
So the room was packed. And normally Keep It Real Wednesdays, you had to play your beat in the front first.
Yep. Before you could make it to the back.
If it was, so they were already in the back. And that's the last thing Ho said to me before I played my beats. He's like, all right now. He's like, don't make no ass out of me. You know you don't supposed to be back here. Shit.
Nah, he was fucking with you because you wasn't playing no beat in the front. Yo, Keep It Real Wednesday got a lot of producers to this day won't send me no beats. Like niggas that had heat and just showed up that day and they ain't had their best game. No, like it's basketball. You could drop 40 tonight. Tomorrow go in there and give them a like 10. That don't mean you whack. It just means
you
just wasn't dropping.
He was off the night.
Yeah, but it's certain producers who walked in there that was off that still to this day like, nah, fuck y'all niggas. Don't fuck with y'all Roc-A-Fella niggas, man.
That's because, niggas be sensitive about their art.
Yo, that's a fact.
That's real shit. But at the same time, it's like, niggas gotta understand we rendering a service.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? So
today's producers, I don't even think they will show up to Keep It Real Wednesday. These niggas is so used to emailing a beat. Niggas will DM you a beat.
Plus, they gonna come in there and they all gonna play the same beat any goddamn way.
That's a fact. Keep It Real Wednesday, just so y'all know, was something, right, where Dipset would be there, State Property, me and my crew, Hove, and everybody would call all their favorite top producers and come to the studio to play some heat. And we had to keep it real. Either your beat was trash or your beat was fire. And if you got your beat was fire, some producers got the I Survive Keep It Real Wednesday t-shirt, remember? And some producers just got sent home like the Sandman came on stage.
Some producers got worse.
Yeah, some producers it got worse. And you saying with the, just authenticity and originality and all that with the beat and just protecting, your sound. I know you always felt like a lot of niggas bit your shit, man. Like,
I mean, like, this is the question I ask everybody. Name a beat that sound like Rulers Back before the Rulers Back. And I'll be quiet forever. Because you can't name nothing like that. Nothing. You can't name one beat that sound like All I Need or 1900 Hustler prior to them shits coming. So niggas can sit here and be in their feelings all they want to. You are obsessed with the sound. I get it. I understand. But gotta move on at some point, my nigga. Find yourself. You know what I'm saying? Whoever that may, whoever I'm talking to, because a lot of them.
Yeah, whoever
it's
the
a
shoe
shitload.
fit,
But it ain't just, but the thing is, it's bigger than me. I hear a lot of Travis Scott sounds.
Yeah.
I hear a lot. So it's like today kids think that being versatile is being able to do a Pharrell beat, a Timbaland beat, a Bink. That's a biter. Versatility means you can do reggae, house, EDM.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's versatility.
Yes.
Like when you go 100%. See somebody playing beats, you don't be like, what kind of beat you looking for?
Word.
I mean, you got them all. You did what I'm saying? So
Word
so what's your shit though?
And
that's the question. That's the question these kids run from. You know what I'm saying?
What's
And they get mad at me when I put the mirror up. Like, bro, yeah, you sound like a dope Metro Boomin.
Yo,
when you played, I'm just saying, but when somebody has signature, bro, you can't mistake a Primo beat. When you hear a Primo beat, you know why you think it's a Primo beat. So if you take the very things that Primo do and do it in your shit, then the first thing I'm gonna think when I hear it is fucking Primo. Then you be like, that's some other dude. That's crazy. He sound like Primo. So my thing is, as a producer, do you want that for yourself? Because if I play a beat and your first thing you say is, damn, that's some Timbaland shit. I'm hot.
But that's how these producers pull up now. I'm like, yo, I just was working on a project, right? I had a lot of producers pull up to the stew. And that's very same shit you saying, they say. Yo, you want some Metro sounding shit? You want some shit that sound like Tiger? You want the shit that sound like Baby in them? And it's like, nah, nigga, I want the shit that's gonna make me sound like me.
They don't know what that is, bro.
So
it's like, that's the thing. So it's like, I tell them, you know, anything I tell you, I stand on. I say, because anything I'm telling you, I've done myself. I've applied it to my own career.
That's right.
So I'm like, yo, I went out west and I did Nate Dogg, Corrupt, and Exhibit.
And you called
without sounding like Battle Cat, Quick, and Dre. I did all three of them. I Got Love don't sound like Dre.
Nope.
Girls All Pause don't sound like Battle Cat.
Goddamn.
You feel me?
You got them bombs.
Right.
Nigga, like, yo, chill.
So it's like, but
yo,
I'm just telling niggas, like, you got to figure out.
Girls,
you gotta take you gotta take chances, bro.
R.I.P. Nate Dogg. Remember you called me and got me a verse with Nate. My first time ever meeting Nate was because of you.
That was my guy.
Word.
Bro.
You called me in the studio. Y'all niggas was cooking up. You like, yo, Bleek, I need a verse for this. Word.
That nigga's Nate was the funniest poker face motherfucker you'll ever meet in your life.
I think that's all West Coast.
He had
niggas.
the Rottweiler face, but would joke the shit out somebody.
I think that's
bro.
all West Coast
that
niggas.
Hilarious.
They just always got to be on that A, cut.
People don't know how funny Nate was. Nate was funny
crazy.
as fuck.
That's what's up. You put in a lot of work with Nate. Out of all the artists that you work with, because boy, oh boy, one of my favorite beats right now, I could say, the last 10 years in music, period, bro, is Santorini, Greece, man.
You know what's crazy about Santorini? That was me going at myself out doing Devil in a New Dress. That was me going to Devil in a New Dress.
You did Devils in a New Dress too?
Yeah.
Yo, I fucking quit. Yo, you fucking lying.
Yeah, you thought Kanye did?
Yeah.
Negative.
So you better than Ye.
On that one.
That's right. Fuck that.
On
that one. Cause my nigga.
No, Ye is a beast. Like
I feel like he's a sample. He could chop a sample up the way you be like,
listen,
God,
bro.
damn.
Ye used to. He caught the bus to my crib in Jersey. Right? No bullshit. He caught the bus to my crib in Jersey, and we played beats back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
We played beats back and forth for shit, and I think he was using me as a gauge as to where he need to be. You know what I'm saying? So, he would ask me shit like how much I charge my beat, how much I think he should charge, or what I think he should add to the beat. So that's why my bass player ended up playing on Bonnie and Clyde. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know what I'm saying? All of that. You feel me?
You just fucked my head up, bro. Hey, finish.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So when I first met Dre, I remember you couldn't talk to his musicians.
Mm-hmm. That's right. I always heard that.
And not just that, when you were in the studio, if he wasn't there, they had blankets over top the keyboards, my nigga. That's how real it was.
You wouldn't still lay notes.
You got going, they got an air song. Oh, okay, they got it. No, you look in the studio, it's blankets over top everything. You can't see shit.
That's crazy.
Because everybody want to know, where's he getting these fucking sounds from?
Yeah.
And he like, I'm not going to help you.
That's right.
You feel me? So these kids don't understand, the more you don't know, is the more of advantage that I, for myself. Mm-hmm. So they think I'm supposed to give them that to make the playing field even. No, that's not business. That's what business is about, is having some shit that other person don't have, and having some information and applying some shit to your shit that anybody else doing to keep separating you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So they accuse me of being a gatekeeper for pushing, like, bro, you got to protect your sauce, bro. Like,
you do.
Like, I told him, I say, have you ever seen David Blaine explain how he cut people in half?
Exactly.
You'll never see it.
Yo, David Blaine, he ain't from this planet, bro.
But why would he show you? It's something he doing that he can show somebody how to do it, but why the fuck would he show you?
I seen that nigga do a trick, bro. He
make you walk out the room.
Yeah, he not from this planet.
He not from here, bro. He different.
Not. Yo, bro, we was in the crib in Miami, my G. Listen. He in the house with the cars. This is an Airbnb. We rented. He ain't like we went to his house. He came to our crib. Everybody in there, bro. And this nigga doing a card trick. And he told one of the homies to go outside the window. Like, that's like I'm in your crib and you tell me, yo, Bleek, just go outside the window. I'm going to throw this card through the glass. And it's going to stick to the window outside. Niggas, I'm looking like, bro, this nigga threw the cards against the window and the card was stuck to the glass outside the fucking house.
He different.
Yo, that's what I'm saying.
But my thing is, there's something behind that, right?
Yeah, he not going to teach me.
But why would he?
Because
then he would be no. But my thing is, then he's nothing.
I be David Blake.
They be two of You feel me? That part.
He David Blaine, we David Blaze.
I'm McDonald's, they McDowell's.
That's a fact.
Right. Come on, bro. There's a shitload of McDonald's out here, bro. I'm trying to tell you. And they wear that badge like it's like they like a badge of honor.
Yeah, niggas
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they suit top flight security on jacket your shit.
Listen.
They took Ice Cube shit jacket for Beat Serious.
Speaking of Ice Cube, I did the theme music for the Big 3 too.
You know? Oh, God bless, man. Congrats. That's
Yeah,
fire. Congrats to Ice Cube,
I got in there early.
Being the first black sports owner in America, man. That's fucking amazing.
League, not just sports league.
Word.
And nigga started a fucking league on your ass. That's different.
That's fire. So, out of all the artists, who you would say your favorite to work with? Like in the stew, like...
Missy and Jay, easy.
Missy and Jay? Jay quiet in the studio. Jay don't say nothing. Jay sit there right there in the corner for 30 minutes and be like, yo, I got it.
What they say, work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, Jay don't play in the stew. Let's get it done.
Jay make you feel like, yo, I gave him a hot beat. I left him alone.
Mm-hmm.
I came back and heard a hot record. That's a great day at the office.
No, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, it's crazy that I have a record with Missy, shot a video with Missy, and never met Missy. I even did shows with Missy. When she come out and perform Is That Your Chick with me, and I still never turned around. She ain't never say, yo, what up, Bleek?
Let me tell you something, man. Missy, I learned a lot from her.
She gangster like that.
Super.
I love her for it.
I love her.
Words, business.
She showed me that don't let the industry play with you. As far as like, especially like when she if she did a video and she said she want 5 black Suburban. If she get there and it's 3, she ain't coming out her trailer.
That's a fact.
Till the other 2 get here.
Nah, that's real.
But they'll talk to you. The other 2 be in an hour. You shooting for you know what you think. Like, hold on, man. We just shot with
3. That's right, yo. They will spin
They will
you.
spin the shit out you.
Fucking know they will spin your ass.
So she's always. Or when we work in the studio, she the one got me on the board, like the race among. So she would have all the songs on the board. But then she would have a comment category. And it would say if something need to be fixed in the record, like the hi-hat too low or need backgrounds. So if it had a comment on the record, she wouldn't play it for nobody. If it didn't make it over here, saying everything's checked off, she's not gonna play it for you.
Damn,
it could just be. I'm talking about the hi-hat. The hi-hat can be low, too low, and that's that. If there's a comment on that board, it ain't even fixed it yet. Don't play that shit for nobody.
Yo, chill. She was that critical of herself.
But bro, she do 3 records in a day. R&B records. Like,
she done wrote timeless records that's, chapters to some of these kids' lives and our lives, man. You kidding me? Missy is one of the most talented females to even touch music.
Her and Static, man, is like some of the most talented writers I've ever worked with.
Oh, you work with Static too, man?
Hell yeah.
God bless. God bless.
Man. Super Kentucky.
Man,
Super
he from Kentucky?
Oh, what? Every time we got together, I'm like, yo, who this? Oh, he from the crib. Dude, he hard. He from the crib. he was always on Kentucky shit.
I ain't gonna fry. I fucks with the southern accent, especially New Orleans. That's my favorite out of them all, man.
New Orleans and Baltimore they got that twang they got.
Yeah. New Orleans is just, they make you feel like, damn, why wasn't I born here though? The way he be like, hey, baby, come over here, baby. What you need, baby? He like, you sound like my aunt.
With that same baby get you shot in the back of your shit.
Yeah, no, that's any city.
You hear that same baby.
You play with the baby, you gonna get that 380.
You hear that same baby before you get shot.
That's a fact, yo. That's every city, my G. It's up. Every city, man. Yo, so I know you over the years watching all these producers, Swiss battle everybody. Then they done created a league.
Yeah.
You feel like niggas don't want no smoke with the monster. Who you think you a smoke, or who you would even want to battle if it was a versus?
I had reached out to Havoc actually. During the pandemic. Which he got way more, hits. But I just felt like it would still be dope to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a super Havoc fan.
Nah, that's dope, man. You know that's a good one, because Havoc got them joints.
He got
too.
some joints. So it'd be dope. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just going back and forth, just playing dope joints. He just played the goddamn Mobb Deep catalog. I gotta reach over here, Ross, Jay. I'm scrambling.
Yo, he got some shit. Damn.
Yeah.
You know, I always wanted to get a beat from having. Unfortunately, the bullshit rap drama happened, so I never got a beat from
That
having.
part.
But we gotta fix that. I need a beat, cuz.
Well, you know, I put you in pocket.
Word up, nah. Me and you gotta lock in, cuz. You sent me one joint for the new project. I ain't gonna front. You sent me a smoker too. That's why. One thing about you, Big, as a producer, you can hit you and be like, yo, Big, I'm working, send me a joint. Niggas sending you one. One, like, here you
5
go.
at the most.
Nah,
I never sent more than 5.
I think I probably got 2 at the most. And I had to come to the crib. That's why I asked you before the interview, yo, do I got to come to the crib?
Yeah, because I did Jones tailor-made for you, so that's why you got 1. It was like done on the spot for you.
You definitely used to be like, yo, play me what you got, man. What you work? Where you going? What's the vibe? I play a nigga a couple joints. He'd be like, all right, go smoke an L real quick. I come back inside. I think I had them cookies ready. Like
Game
this.
time.
It's game time. Let's lock in, cuz.
That part.
Yo, but damn, you fucked me up with the devil. I ain't know you produced that.
I mean, it was crazy because when I went out to Hawaii,
That's why you did that. In
Before I went out
Hawaii.
there, but the crazy is, before I got out there, I was hearing everybody was out there. It was like Pete Rock, RZA. He just flying all these people to Hawaii. So I'm like, damn, the fuck? So I text a nigga, I emailed a nigga, I said, bro, I heard everybody in Hawaii but that nigga. And he tell everybody, who you talking about? I said, me, nigga. Like, why the fuck? He was like, nah, man, you know, the travel budget been exhausted. I said, okay, hold this.
Mm-hmm.
I sent like 5 joints over there. About an hour later, they say, somebody about to contact you about your travel. I said, that's what I'm talking about.
That's right.
So gotta get over there.
That's crazy.
And I'm playing him joints, but the thing is, you gotta think, Bleek, in that window, as far as music concerned, if it ain't had 808s and hand claps on it, niggas weren't really fucking with it.
Mm-hmm.
So the boom bap shit was like, people was like, yo, that shit done.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they was talking.
And now look.
So, but the thing was, I didn't play him that beat. I was playing him another beat, and I was holding the laptop, was talking right in front of the board. And you know, on iTunes, when the beat go off, the next one come on
automatically.
It came on. And I was about to stop it. He's like, oh, what was that? And I was like, it's just another joint. He was like, no, I need that right now. And I was like, what?
Bro, that's one of my favorite.
I didn't think he was on that page at all. You know what I'm saying?
That's one of my favorite Ye records, man. I ordered you jerks. He said you are what you eat.
I mean, that day he played me All the Lights. He played me All the Lights, Monster. Like,
all that's
so
cool.
why would I play him Devil in the Dress after hearing that?
Because that's better than all those other records. That's why.
But I'm saying, but sonically, it's just over here.
Yo, but it's always like that. The beat that y'all never think is the one. It's even like that for artists, because there's records that I swore, like, yeah, this one gonna smash. That shit come out, be like, womp, womp. So, it be like that, bro. What's one opportunity that you feel you missed in the game, that you feel like, damn, I should have took more advantage of that?
Just doing the art, I should have pressed the gas on the artist more so.
On signing the artist?
Yeah.
You ain't missing nothing with that.
Listen,
you ain't missing nothing.
You know, let me tell you something, bro.
I'll tell you first.
Let me tell you something, bro. Shout out to Cannon and Lake Show.
Right. Yo, Lake, oh my God.
Listen, man.
That's what Lake did, though. That's not easy, man. Yo.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's not easy.
So what I'm trying to say to you, in order to get to that kind of bread, the shit you got to endure is insane.
But the kind of artist that Lake and Drama lucked up on,
insane though.
But they follow. It's a team camaraderie. They all in sync. Man. These artists today, unless they don't even B-High said something ill to me when I was younger. When he was like, "Yo, Bleek, when you grow up, I know you always wanted to say you wanted to own a label or do all this, but y'all, I'm gonna tell you this: dealing with artists is like having new kids, but instead of them being children, they're grown children." And I didn't know what he meant by that. Mm-hmm. And then when I got into the game myself, it's like, yeah, you dealing with this emotion over here. This one this crying about this. This one beefing about that. Yeah. It's a lot of shit. But then you saying to yourself, nigga, one thing cures all of this. The music. You make the hit, there is no cries. There is nothing to riff about. But all artists don't understand that. So back to Drama and Lake, they found them an artist that understand that, and they push the gas, bro. That's not easy.
They went through a lot.
It's not
so
easy.
that's what I'm trying to say. Any man, that's a show right there. Just talking to managers. Tell us what this nigga took you through before y'all got to the money.
That's a therapy show, bro.
Listen to me.
Some of these managers need the therapy. They need just release.
Just come here and talk to us about all the shit that you dealt with.
Bro,
with this one, you ain't gotta say who artist is.
I could get on that show. You want to start that show? I interview me. Bro. I got a few artists we could talk about. Remember, I done been through them all. I done had artists signed, artists trying to get signed, artists signed, go to jail. I done that. Yo, bro, it's not easy.
See, now you understand why the big wigs always had a buffer.
Yeah.
In between, there's always somebody in between them and the group. Like you talk to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking to them.
But that shit don't work because then when you got a bunch of hood niggas, because after you know coming up, you gonna employ the niggas that you grow up with first. You don't know all these other dudes. Mm-hmm. These niggas be ready to kill. Like what you said to me, shorty? Like, I'm telling you, I dealt with this. We had to drop an artist because my partner wanted to put hands and feet on them. So it was like, yo, we gotta let him go. Nigga, like, for real? Yeah.
It's gone.
That's what I'm telling you. I think today is worse than having to be a father to these. It's grandpa. You gotta be a grandpapa.
It's adult daycare.
To deal with artists today. You gotta have that bag. You gotta take them around town.
That shit adult daycare, man.
You gotta show them where the little girl still horny at. You gotta give me grandpapa. I'm telling you. It's crazy out here, my G. So out of everything, you feel like just signing an artist is one of your biggest regrets?
Yeah, and just not putting out albums myself. Like I got so much respect for Alchemist. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the machine that he's built. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's like
quietly too.
Quietly, but he absolutely maximized his opportunity in that way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely, to me, he's the prototype to what a producer's supposed to turn this shit into.
No, that's a fact.
At the end of the day, you know what I mean?
Shout out Alchemist, man.
Shout out Alchemist for sure.
And that's crazy. Nigga said signing an artist. I would have thought you might have been like, yo, I had this opportunity to produce a Scarface. Could have did Scarface the movie. Like, huh?
I don't think I blew anything in that way. Everything I did that came to me like that, I made sure I was on that shit.
Yeah, you was on it.
What?
Me, that's it. My one is Drumline. And I just had a conversation with
You
Nick.
Supposed to be in Drumline?
Yeah. They wanted me to do that.
Which part?
The lead.
I would have put you'd have played bass or something. I would have put you.
See, my nigga. You feel me?
Yeah, I would have put you
been like, Blizzle out here. I couldn't have came back to Marcy after that.
That'd have been tough.
Yeah.
That'd have been tough money.
Yeah, but that's... Jay was mad at me for that. That nigga would put me in acting classes after that. And I think he wasted his money. I still can't act. This shit real, cuz.
You just gotta build up your nerve for acting, yo.
No, it's just, once you over that, it's
that's what I'm saying. That's the nerves.
Yeah. Once you over that.
That's why, listen, bro, most people used to be like this. They scared.
Yo, chill. That was the whole Brooklyn back in 96. Nigga, everybody had low. Like, nobody look at my eyes.
Hiding behind that hat, Jack.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Did you ever feel like, in this game, like, with all the big names, like the Pharrells, the Timberlands, the Yays, that you feel like you didn't put in enough work to get that accolades like them?
No, it's just, like I said, when you get with artists, bro, you can't question chemistry. You know what I'm saying? And the chemistry that Pharrell and Jay had was just ideal. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? For doing those type of records. You know what I'm saying? Like, the more, like, Pharrell got a knack for doing those hood pop records, like, or hood crossover records. Like, it still tends to cross over, but still be the nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, he, that was his forte. So, me, I'm the soul street nigga. Intro, outro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was really known for at that time. Yeah. But once I start opening my mind and being like, you know what? Just do something that maybe a girl would like. Mm. It's easy to make a nigga like a record. Like, that's like, taking candy from a baby, you know what I'm saying? But
No,
for a
it's
girl to
not.
be like,
That's weird for you to say that, because me, I feel like it's difficult to get anybody to like a record.
nah, I mean, like, it's way easier to find a dude that's gonna like a rap song than a girl.
Oh yeah, no.
If you can find a
100%.
girl to like the rap song, then you cooking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You super cooking then when you can figure that out.
Right, you see what Drake said? He said the shorty used to tell him, man, put on Trey songs. I don't want to hear that right now.
It's just that when you mix the two, singing and rapping, it always works. Or putting some type of melody, which is Nelly. That's just a melody. He's not singing, but he ain't just rapping either, but he right in between. Got melody,
Nelly.
so it always go.
Nelly
Ja
killed.
Rule, same shit. Got the melody.
I used to always say Ja was cheating with the singing. But then, right, yo, it's crazy you bring up Ja, because I had recently called him, you know, when I was working on the project.
Yeah.
And I wrote the song, you know, what song is that? Choosing You. Yeah, I couldn't think of the title right now. My song Choosing You, I wrote that song, right? And I called Ja, and I'm like, damn, all these years, my G, I never knew you had the cheat code right in your crib. And he like, what you talking about? I'm like, nigga, all that, what would I be without you?
Right.
Put it on me. And nigga was looking right at his wife. And then just wrote those records, bro. Even from the drama perspectives, too. Even when you dealing with drama in the household. So when I wrote that record, Choosing You, I'm sitting there staring at my wife and wrote the record. And I called him like, damn, bro, you had the cheat code all this time. He like, yeah, now you in the circle, you know. I was like, yeah, see, we was thotting. That's why, is that your bitch? And shit like that came out. And need dick in your life. Shit like that. Come on.
Right.
Come on. Jay and them used to always be like, yo, Bleek, you gotta talk to the girls, do this. And she be like, nigga, y'all taught me to kick them out when we was done. I don't know how to tell them I like you.
Yeah, man. I mean, for real, every true artist, in order to really cross over into that other world, you gotta show vulnerability and transparency.
Mm-hmm.
Without those two things, it's just like you just saying shit.
That's a fact.
Nobody's really connecting because you ain't talking about shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you writing, that shit supposed to come from a true place.
That's right.
So niggas trying to write a happy record and sad as a bitch. Like, and you
It ain't
wondering
gonna
why you
work.
ain't wrote shit. You
It ain't
sad
gonna
as
work.
shit. Nigga, write a sad record till you get right.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
That's
right.
just it. Right exactly where you are. And then you know, eventually you start doing some happy shit. But
And
you
that's-
trying to come in and be happy and you sad as shit, that shit ain't gonna work, bro.
And that's how it was for me, man. Like, I couldn't do it. Like, it was like, yo, write these Lover Boy records. It's like, nigga, that's not me. We was on some Is That Your Chick shit still, nigga. Like, we ain't loving. We thugging. We still big pimping, huh?
Well, see, that's why that's when you go and take the Fat Joe formula. See, Fat Joe always throw an R&B nigga on the hook.
Yo.
And you already, then it's something else. So once you put somebody singing on the beat, it automatically turns to something else. Then you got to just fill in the blanks.
Fat Joe got the cheat code too. He always kept it. He kept a single, a nice dope single to catch you and smack
with a big
you in your
R&B,
head.
with an R&B person on the hook. Though.
Yeah.
Think about it.
That's
Every
a fact.
time.
Pac did too. Pac
No,
too.
Pac had rap hooks like Mr. Cheeks did. That's special.
But no, Pac will hit you with an R&B hook for a single.
For sure. But for the
for
most part,
album joints,
he had a lot of rap
it's
hooks
so
though.
crazy that his singles was the R&B records with the songs that niggas love from Pac was never a single. Yo, it's crazy, right?
Album joints.
Yep. Straight album joints is all our Pac favorite joint.
Really should have ever wrote all that.
All Eyes on Me. Kidding me, nigga?
That was the one.
That's that shit right there. That Don't even talk to me when that's playing. You might get slapped.
I got on Tupac late though because I was super Biggie. Like I was like Team Biggie.
No way.
I was Team, but you know
Nah, I listened to all artists because I remember when he was with Digital Underground. But I'm gonna tell you a funny story about the Pac shit, right? So listen, this is when the beef with Biggie and Pac was going on,
Okay.
right? So we in Miami. This is where Hove was outside. He wasn't even Hove. He probably wasn't even Jigga. He was still J hyphenated Z.
right.
It was still regular. And we was leaving Coco's in Miami, Hood Strip Club. Remember they used to have the bootleg CD niggas outside in the back of the van selling cigars, tapes, everything. Yo, bro, they nigga had the Machiavelli shit before it dropped. So, you know, I'm like, yo, let me grab this shit, see what he talking about. Because remember, you know, he was talking about B.I. I wanted to see who he dissing. So I grab it. So Jan, I'm like, yo, what you bought from the homie? So I'm like, yo, I bought this Machiavelli shit, see what up. I think like, all right, put it in. Pause. Play it. We put it in the van. We ride off. First thing come out. Jay-Z from Hawaii, Sophie fame, Big Will, whatever. Yo, that nigga was looking at me like, hey, yo, what up?
Out the gate.
Yo, bro. I felt like the major crunch and munch in the van. Like, what did I just do? Am I trying to get kicked out the whip? Like, yo, inject that CD, girl. We can't play that.
Let me get that.
Word up. They just was in the van looking like, huh? Word.
That's deep.
You ever produced in you said, I never met Dr. Dre.
Well, that's the guy.
I never met Dr. Dre, Missy. That's two that you worked with. I never even met.
Yeah, we did. I did Compton with him. Then I did the Grand Theft Auto album.
Yeah,
with him.
Damn.
And shit. That's as of lately, anyway.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope. Fucking, you never did no shit. Yeah, you said you got on Pac late, man.
Yeah, I got on Pac late, but I was always I like the singles and shit. Like, you a fan of somebody's singles, but you ain't bought the album and actually dove into the whole.
Yeah,
I didn't
That's
do that.
What I'm saying. Listening to his singles,
I didn't
you wouldn't
do that.
know what was on that album.
Exactly. So it took me a long time to dive into the album and just really listen to him. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's dope, man.
Yeah.
That's dope. Fucking, yo, is it anything that you produce that you think people would not know that's you? That you be like, yo, hold on, I don't think niggas know I did this.
Yes, a few of those. John Legend, Who Do We Think We Are? I did.
Yo, chill.
Featuring Rick Ross.
Chill.
That joint, Pride and Joy, Fat Joe with Kanye.
I knew that one.
People didn't know I did Girls All Pause for Corrupt. They didn't know that.
Yeah, no, I had no clue. And that's one of my favorite Corrupt joints, man. Like, niggas don't know the relationship I got with Corrupt. Niggas like Mr. Cheeks. Like, these my niggas, bro. Like, word.
For sure.
Them my niggas. Them niggas is one of us for sure.
For sure.
All day. Them niggas is crazy. Daz, all them niggas, man. Damn, I ain't know you did. You fucked me up with the Girls on Pause.
Oh, and my first joint out the gate, a lot of people know I did, was Don't Leave Blackstreet.
Yo, that was your first joint that you ever produced?
First one out the gate right there.
Yo, come on, my G. Your first song you ever produced, that shit down there went 5 million.
6.
Yeah, nigga.
Did 6. But he did 6 like, damn, 20 years ago.
I know. And when it mattered, when 6 million people got up off their ass and went to the store and actually bought the physical single. Like, God damn, your first joint, 6. No wonder you had the ceiling $5,000.
Yeah, this thing's stupid.
No wonder.
It was like I said back then, bro, if you was in the studio, that mean everybody got half their money already.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that meant.
Yeah.
So everybody's in happy. We ready to work.
That's a fact.
Now it's like you in the studio and nigga ain't spoke about $1.
Nope.
You want to keep asking you for beats. Like, bitch, you don't get out my face.
Yeah, how much you paying? What we doing? None of this shit ain't
free.
free.
I'm not going to keep recording 15 records with you and you ain't trying to lock down nothing.
Damn, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what? Let's get into that conversation. Let's go get into because you said you had a beef with us. We had a beef about the sample.
Yeah, it was a small beef.
Now listen, the beef we got.
With
Why?
me?
Well, no, not with you. With just artists per se.
Oh, I'm about to say.
I just wish y'all understood how much when the game changed that it only affected the producer side.
No, that's not true.
Hear me out.
Go ahead.
Now, consider me, bro. You know, you guys do shows. We don't get to touch that. You can perform the same record I produced for you 800,000 times, and we don't get none of that. So that's just. You hit us one time and you gone. That shit pay for itself.
But you know they changed that, right?
What you mean?
Like, you know that producers and artists can get paid for live performances now for their songs. So if you produce always the song, like that. All you have to do is register that song with BMI or ASCAP or whoever your publisher is under live performances. So anytime that song is performed live, you get a check for that, bro. So as a producer, I don't know if you're doing that. Remember, we had managers. I hate physically going in the ASCAP and doing shit myself. I feel like I fell off.
But if we get money from streaming, like that money a joke.
Yeah, that's a joke. I was just telling somebody, like,
that's a joke.
They finagled these kids to where they believe 1 billion streams on any platform just because they send you that shiny plaque. You lit. 1 billion streams on any platform, whether it's Apple, Spotify, YouTube. You can't even go buy a house. You probably get enough money just to buy a Honda Accord, not the fully equipped one. You get about 22, probably 25,000 tops. So you got to get the Enterprise or the Hertz Honda, the one they rent to you, the rental car version. Not the fully loaded with the sunroof, leathers, AC. Right. You know what I mean? But them same spins, if you got 1,000 streams, let's just say if your record dropped and it was out for 6 months and you got 10,000 to 20,000 spins on the radio, you know you'll make enough money to buy a house? 20,000 spins on the radio will pay you triple times the money 1 billion streams will pay you.
That's why they got rid of it.
Like, it's insane that these kids believe streaming is the way, where radio will never die. Radio, airwaves.
I was the only person on Instagram 7-8 years ago saying this shit is wrong.
Yeah.
And they was like, yo, man, you just always bitter. Yo, what Bink mad about now and shit, right? It was just easy to sell that, but I'm like, my nigga, this only makes sense to Spotify. Yeah. This don't make sense to nobody else, my nigga. But them. You know what I'm saying? So they was like, yo, you gotta understand how business is done now, bro. I'm like, bro, listen. All we did when we agreed to this, we basically said we don't need no more money for mechanicals.
Mm-hmm.
We cool.
Gave it all away.
We don't want no mechanical royalties. We good. We Gucci. We just do the streaming shit with y'all.
Yeah. We gave it all away. You gave it all to them. They make all the money and tell you, think about it. You make the music. You pay the producer. You pay studio time. You pay to shoot the video for somebody to tell you how much you make off your song. That's insane. Think about it. If you went and printed a t-shirt, put your logo on it, there's no store in this world that's going to tell you, yo, yeah, I give you $1 for all these t-shirts after you just spent $10 making one. There's no way. Like, the game is flipped. And then I always said, from my perspective, the person who invented the streaming and the Apple shit, all that shit, they never ever played the barter system. Ever. I mean, you don't have to be a drug dealer. All you have to do is barter. Sell some goods to someone for something more than you purchased it for. The barter system.
When they pitched it to us, when they first said, yo, you gotta have 1,500 streams to equal one.
One sale.
Right? And we was like, okay. They was like, yo, back the truck up, cuz these niggas dumb as shit. Let's go.
Dumb as shit.
These niggas dumb as we got them.
1,500
it's been on ever since.
Yo, bro, it's insane. But think about it, right? When the album drop, it could be 10 songs, 17 songs. Think about it. You only like 6 to 8 records tops. Even if it's that many. You might only like 4. You might only like 5. Think, you can go buy those 5 records for $5. Where they're selling you the whole project for $10 to $12. You go buy your favorite 3, 2 for $1, $2, $3. You know what I'm saying? Where those singles to me should have been $5. Where the album is $10. Where a person like, why I'm gonna spend $10 to buy 2 songs when I could get 13 for 10?
But then you think about this shit Tory Lanez did, right? If you willing to give your music up for .00006, whatever that shit is, then why not sell the whole shit for $1?
Yep. That's a fact.
If you willing to sell it up for point, like,
Tory killed them. He killed them.
At least that's your dollar.
He killed them.
You know what I'm saying? That's your dollar. You fucking right.
He murdered them with that. Made $1 million in 1 hour, I believe.
Not even.
Word up.
Not even. So that's what I'm trying to say. So that right there, and people don't understand. Prince was the first person to sell his CD at the show, and it counted as a sound scan. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even knew that.
Yeah, like Prince.
Prince was on some shit.
Prince was disruptive.
Bless.
You know what I'm saying?
He was definitely trying to push the needle,
for
man.
sure. But that's genius. So if you got 8,000 people at your show, that's 8,000 sold.
Word up.
On the jump. So he put the price of the CD and the price of the concert ticket. You see what I'm saying?
That's genius.
But all this shit you can still do today.
Yes. Just imagine, yo, chill, man. Nigga like Drake was doing that right now, they'd think he cheating.
Listen, bro, anybody with a
that nigga selling out 800, 100,000, 60,000 seaters, no problem. He's selling 60,000 on top of his 800,000 first week.
But that's why you give that artist 400 million.
Woo!
You give him 400 million, he would never think about doing what you just said.
He gonna think about it now because we just said it. We just told him the game.
He
gotta cut us in, cuz.
But I'm just saying, it's like a nigga just gave you 400 million, like you ain't really tripping on trying to start. You feel me?
Yeah,
like you ain't.
You right. You give a nigga 400, nigga like, you good. You
like
good. What you said?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
We be over there.
Yeah,
we be over there tonight.
Godspeed.
Word up. Damn, you ain't lying, yo. You ever worked with Drake?
Yeah.
You did. What you produced for the homie?
I did. You Only Live Twice with him, Ross and Lil Wayne. I did Jodeci Freestyle with him and J. Cole.
Damn, my nigga, you got some fucking gems under your belt. Why you can't be Bink the humble monster. We gonna change that shit. We gonna let these niggas know, cuz we out here. That's why I didn't know that you humble. We gotta get that shit know. Bink just the fucking monster. Cause that's what you are, my nigga.
See, but that's why them
Bink the fucking monster. That gotta be your name.
That's why them young niggas be mad, because these young niggas is 26, 27 years old.
And thinking they put in that work.
And they thinking they know me. Like, nigga, I've been doing this shit since you had on onesies, nigga.
Yo, chill.
Like, literally. Like, you was running around in a onesie, my nigga.
Word up, that's a fact.
So when my sound was like that when you was in a onesie.
And you said your first joint is Blackstreet. Like, come on.
But that's Teddy. They understand. I did it. I went to this spot called Triple Play back in the day. It was a barbershop, car wash, studio. So they call it Triple Play.
Damn.
Right. So I'm up in the studio part. Teddy getting a haircut downstairs. So he hear me. He come out like, yo, play with some more shit. I'm nervous as a motherfucker, right? But I had the ASR 10, so I floppy disk then.
Yeah.
So now I'm putting in the floppy disk. I gotta strike a little conversation because that shit take forever to load up. That shit like, so I'm like, yeah, you know what?
That,
I'm trying to strike a little conversation,
floppy
but
disk days.
I finally played. I played about 4 or 5 records, but then I finally played that. Boom, 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 boom. He was like, yo,
that's it.
Go get such and such. I said, what you doing tomorrow? I said, what you need me to be doing tomorrow?
Word up.
Fuck you talking
Teddy
about.
was that nigga back then.
Guy.
He still is, but back then.
But bro, you gotta understand, when he came and set up shop in Virginia, he was on like the main drag. But bro, you gotta understand, down in Virginia is not like New York, so you don't see Ferraris and Phantoms, and that's not normal. You know what I'm saying? When he moved out there and people started coming down to work with him and coming to town to work, you start seeing these machines. And then his machines that he was, because back then he had the purple MPV with the purple BBs. And the purple.
MPV was that shit.
That was the one.
What? You was definitely a hitter.
That was the one.
You needed that.
He had the purple Future jackets with the crazy Jews with the guy joint up there. The
I know. I had the album.
You remember that piece he had on the joint? Yeah, it's like, but the Jew
up.
game was crazy. So you seeing that like, man, I want that.
That's crazy. Especially, being in a quiet town like VA, they pulling up like that.
But the crazy shit was his studio was behind a veterinarian. So it's on the main drag, but you can't just drive into the parking lot. So when you turn in, the veterinarian, he would have a security guard right in the driveway. So you go, once you go, if you try to go past the veterinarian, he gonna step out in front like, hold on.
Like, where you going?
Yeah, where you going? Yeah. Like, before you even get back there.
That's crazy.
So it was like, us, we like, man, I gotta get in that building. Like, I gotta just get in that motherfucker. But
that's crazy to hear you say that, because in the Pharrell movie, he was saying the same thing.
Bro, listen,
I
bro.
gotta get in that building.
I gotta get in that bitch, man. Some kind of way, I gotta get in it.
That's crazy.
So I ended up getting in there with my man Chance. And dude Christo, I think Christo was married to his sister, Teddy's sister. So he was managing us. So he took us.
You had the cheat code right there.
But now I'm only in the writer's room though. It's a big difference from the A room and the writer's room.
Hell yeah, that's the B group.
So you in the building, but you still ain't in the building.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
You got one foot in. you got one foot in.
Right.
Word.
So that's about as far as I made it. So when he said, "What am I doing?"
Like I'm with you, nigga.
Nigga, when I came in that A-room and seen his setup, it was just like, this motherfucker's fucking geek, man. Like, this shit is insane.
To me, that's the best era. When it was tape in the studio.
2 inch.
Reels. That was the best. The music hit harder.
Everything.
Like, everything. Bro.
Everything.
The drums was more crisp.
Everything.
And I felt like when Pro Tools came out, everything started sounding a little bit compressed. But I feel people that are so used to it, they don't even remember what it used to be.
Can't miss what you never had, boy.
Word up, man.
But
you put on
2
them,
inch.
but if somebody got some old 45s or old real classic record player,
But me and
you
Doug
throw on a classic, you will hear the sound.
Oh, for sure.
The
Like,
difference, for sure.
We went the extra mile. Me and Doug, when we did Blueprint, we put the drums and bass on 1/2 inch. We bounced that shit down to 1/2 inch. Everything else was on 2 inch.
That's crazy. Only thing I didn't like about the reels was when they had to cut that bitch. That shit took forever. When they had to cut it, or they tell you they had to line the machine. Oh my God, you sitting there forever, like you motherfuckers. Why I come here today?
Alcohol and Q-tips.
Yo.
Alcohol and Q-tips.
Straight up, niggas was splicing that shit like that was the big tape. Word. So, yo, out of everything you feel that you done in this game and you contributed, like, what's the legacy that you want to leave? What you want people to remember? Bink, the fucking monster, not the humble monster no more, y'all. What you want them to remember Bink Dog for?
I mean, I did it my way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To me, that's the ultimate flex for any artist, whether producer or rapper or singer, to come in and put your own twist on shit and people recognize and identify with something different. I think that's the major flex. So I've done that. So I feel like I did what I was supposed to do in that regard.
Got any young talent you've been mentoring out here? Anything like that?
Yes, a few producers, man. My man Bags, I used to mentor my man Too High right now too. My man Neff. I got a few dudes, man, that my nephew, Lil D.
Okay, Neff. Tell Neff send that heat.
Oh, Neff.
Neff prices is low. Neff got 96 prices. Tell Neff send that heat. Your prices is futuristic.
The joint that you picked?
Yeah.
That's me and Neff.
No way. Nah, that shit fire. I had some shit. I laid some shit to it, but I'm gonna redo it.
Yeah.
You know, I tried to get Hove on that one.
I already know. That's the old. That's our vibe. That's the old. I
sent it to him like, nigga, you know what this is.
You know what that is, bro.
Word. So what's next for Bink, man? Like, you know what I mean? What people should be looking out for? What's next for my guy?
I'm producing our AZ EP entirely right now.
Yeah,
so we almost finished with that. So shout out to my brother AZ.
Hell yeah, shout out AZ. He from Brooklyn too. Stop trying to steal him, Queens.
So yeah, that's what's on the table right now.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate you coming through, Bink. You know you my fucking guy. Anything you ever need from me, dog, I'm always here. My phone, my line is always open to you, bro.
I appreciate it.
You've always been a real one. You my nigga, bro. Love for life, bro. You already know what it is. It's another episode of Roc Solid, powered by D'USSÉ, the only drink that you should keep stocked, and the only drink that's gonna make sure everything's solid. We out. That's it for this week's Roc Solid Podcast, powered by D'USSÉ Cognac. Whatever you doing, make sure you toast to it.